Hey guys, what's going on? Nivens here. Time for your weekly rock wind-up, the final installment for the month of April. Now, I mentioned Jack White last week looking to take some time off of the road because he's been working his ass off lately. It seems he's not staying quiet, though. A rumor that he made some sort of like six-figure donation to the National Blues Museum in St. Louis to work on a new interactive facility for fans that want to come out and kind of mix it up in terms of like taking some of the compositions and editing them. So Jack White, a big lover of the blues, big lover of music, already making big waves when he's supposed to be like doing this hiatus or whatever. Well, another week, another pissing match between rock stars, betwixt rock stars, if you will. If you, of course, you remember Bill Ward, former drummer for Sabbath, saying, "I can still play the drums," and Ozzy saying, "No, you can't," and then Bill saying, "Yes, I can. Get off my lawn." Well, this week, Richard Patrick from Filter, frontman for them, speaking out about Stone Temple Pilots' decision to go ahead and give Scott Weiland walking papers, and it went back and forth pretty heated. Weiland understands that for whatever reason, Richard felt the need to speak up on his behalf, but that he's been clean and sober from heroin for 13 years, that he's tried really hard to keep the music alive that he loves to play, that there's two sides to every story with the Stone Temple Pilots exodus, and that oh yeah, I used to do a lot of smack. In fact, Richard, I used to do it with you all the time. One little jab before they went their separate ways, I guess you could say. On note, though, Richard Patrick has been clean since 2002. Well, AC/DC drummer Phil Rudd was in court this week to face the music, if you will, about possession of methamphetamines and cannabis in New Zealand. Also pled guilty to threatening to kill someone. I guess the sentencing is going to get handed down in June. Since he's having to deal with these legal woes, AC/DC tapping former drummer Chris Slade to fill in for him as they're going out on tour. Pretty stoked to see a video this week for a new crowdsource funded film that's being worked on, Godfathers of Hardcore. In fact, you can check out godfathersofhardcore.com. I'm going to focus on Agnostic Front, most notably their two main men, Roger Merritt and Vinny Stigma. I love seeing these kind of documentaries pop up, especially when you're talking about New York hardcore, since that is such a big impact in the world of music today that was created, almost 3 decades ago? And to close out your weekly rock wind-up, of course, new music, movies, memoirs, etc. Well, there's been a lot of talk, of course, of Montage of Heck coming out May 4th on HBO, the documentary, the presumably definitive documentary about Kurt Cobain. There's rumored to be a little snippet of a sex tape between him and Courtney Love in it. And that question always is asked is, would you watch it if that tape did surface? What else? Comeback Kid, speaking of Nirvana, kicking out a cover of their tune, Territorial Pissings. I'll make sure to put that up in a blog so you can listen to it. It's pretty badass. I'm impressed what those guys did. Supergroup. This is a massive supergroup. Teenage Time Killers. I mean, you're talking about like anybody and everybody in the world of rock, metal, punk. Basically what you got is you got Corrosion of Conformities, Reed Mullen, teaming up with Jello Biafra, of course from Dead Kennedys, Randy Blythe, Lamb of God, Dave Grohl, and Pat Smear of Foo Fighters, Nick Oliveri, Matt Skiba of Alkaline Trio, Corey Taylor, Slipknot, Stone Sour. I mean, it goes on and on and on. They're going to kick out the debut album, Greatest Hits Volume 1, on July 31st via Rise Records. And going to look back on some of the top pickups for last week's Record Store Day. Number 1 was Get Behind Me, Satan from the White Stripes. Metallica came in at number 2, No Life Till Leather, the cassette demo tape they put out. Looking over the list as well, you've got The Doors showed up number 16, Social Distortion number 20. Songs from the Laundry Room, the Foo Fighters Record Store Day exclusive, was at number 18 on the charts. But there's a lot of good rockers that showed up there. But the one that I think is the best is this story right here. Just one instance, I guess, out of a record store in England, but some people tried to buy U2's latest album, and when they got home and they pulled it out, it was actually Tool's debut EP, Opiate, which I think is probably a better buy than Songs of Innocence, or Songs of the Innocents, or whatever it is that U2 actually put on all the iPhones for free. So, yeah. And Tool says, hey, nice try, U2. As for new Tool, guess it's as good as mine, man. I'm Nivens. Have a great weekend. Thanks for watching your weekly rock wind-up. So I got some stuff in my teeth. Okay, kind of
clear it out there.